Hey, so what's going on? Hey, it's a beautiful day. It's been raining all week down here in Hinesville, but today, a little break in the sunshine. We got a break in the clouds, got some sunshine coming through. But today, I'm actually going to be talking to two really great individuals. One being Donte Oliphant. They call him Young Tay.
Sure.
Oliphants, man, they get like the Rockefellers here in Hinesville. You got to really get to know the entire family. I mean, he's got siblings that's doing big things. His dad is like, I don't know, man. I can't even describe him. He called me number one. They call me where the money reside. But that joker right there, if I'm where the money reside, he must be the bank. That's all I can say because that joker is loaded with a lot of information that can change generations, and he's moving his wealth in the right way. And he's got his son Donte doing the same thing. So I give it up to Donte. Donte, what we gonna be talking about today, and who we got on the line with us?
Man, we're just gonna be talking a little bit about the importance of knowledge and being aware and financially literate real quick. We're gonna just touch on that a little bit. And with us, we got my boy Jamal. He just joined recently. This is one of my friends from high school. I'm gonna let him tell us more about himself in a minute. Before we do that, I'm gonna introduce myself. I'm Donte Oliphant, executive senior director with Making Wealth Real Financial. I've been in for about a year, and it's been a wild ride. I've learned so much. I've met so many amazing people, intelligent people, driven people, and it's helped me grow as a person. It helps my mind develop, and it's helped me help others at the same time. So without that's a little bit about me, and without further ado, I'm let my boy Jamal introduce himself and tell me what made you decide to join MWR Financial, bro.
Well, honestly, what made me decide to join MWR Financial is when I saw you around Mr. Brian Bean. Now, being able to actually be in a millionaire's presence is rare. And I used to scope around, on your Snapchat here and there, and I noticed what you were doing, and it always used to get me until I finally was like, okay, shoot, what is this Snapchat? Let me see this. Finally, I had contact you. We talked, went from there, and then once I saw Mr. Brian Bean, I was just like, okay, whatever he's doing, I need to be doing that same thing. And I've connected those exact people he's connecting with because it's somewhere. I want to go somewhere, and whether to do what I need to do, I need to really network. So let me hit up Donte and figure out what's going on. Once you explain to me off rip, I was already in there because I was just like, okay, yeah, this will really help out. And it's so much in this world when it comes to us as kids going to school, and we're programmed to understand no certain things within high
Mm-hmm.
school, but when we get outside of high school, we know nothing.
Whole different
We're
story.
lost, where we sink. We're stressing, we're depressed to somebody because of the fact is we're not prepared for what the world has out, what's out there in the world. Like as far as the financial part, we don't know too much about credit. We don't know too much about saving. We don't know too much about inflation. We don't know too much about taxes. Yeah, it's a hit and miss in economics. I mean, yeah, I said that right. But other than that, no. Like that was like my biggest thing. And plus I really, really wanted to learn a lot more and expand my horizon, of course.
So it sounds like Jamal Dante was really impressed with the connection. We talked to a lot of people. A lot of people want to talk about the money, the making part of our company, because we were the company called Make Wealth Real Financial. For those that don't know, a company that's all about helping you make, save, and grow your money. And being an executive area director with the company in just a short period of time, about 7 months. I mean, we've seen people get there even less, but it's about the connection that really got me. The family oriented group of entrepreneurs. We have every type of demographic in our entire organization. So it's just beautiful when you diversify like this company has done and gravitate towards like-minded people. It's beautiful. But Brian and being mentor to millions, educated, uh, doing big things for the entire company, but also for his own legacy and his son. He was at age 22, not that far from where you two guys are at. He made his million, his first million, and at the age of 26 became a multi-millionaire after losing it early on after getting it. So, and he's the one that's going around telling us, showing us, teaching us, and mentoring us on how to get there faster. How to get there faster and keep it. Because the hardest thing, Jamal, is getting that first million. After you get that first million, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth is pretty much very simplified because you know how to do it the first time. So that's beautiful. The connection is huge. I don't think I would want to be connected to any better or any other organization. I don't think there's one out there. There's no company that's doing it like NWR Financial. There's nobody that's covering all bases of your finances. I mean, we're doing a complete financial makeover, and the experts do all the work. So it's important to have specialized education. Donte, you about to go back to school, and you're a business major, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, a business major. And your dad was also a business major years ago too, right?
Both of us with concentrations in marketing.
Wow. And here it is, we're talking about this company that's focusing on finances. Now tell me this, did you ever learn any of this in class, or did your dad ever get taught these principles that you've learned over this past year?
So what we got taught in school was what it was, not how it works, if that makes sense. So we know what credit is, but we don't know how credit works. We don't know how important credit is. We know what taxes are, the definition of a tax. We've seen some examples like in history, the T Act, stuff like that, taxes, stuff like that, on goods and stuff. We know what it is, but we don't know how it affects us today. We don't know how it takes 33% out of our income today, and that we can change tax brackets. We don't learn that stuff. But what make wealth real financial, you know, I've learned more in the past year and some change than I have in my 14, 15, 16 years of high school, or not high school, but school in general. Like, we don't learn this stuff in the school system. So it's education that you're getting when you decide to join MWR, as well as the other ways of compensation.
Right. And I would say it's not alone just the education, because the traditional education system will have us going into debt to get a degree, only to get back out and not even have a job right after we get out of school. There's a lot of people with master's degrees that cannot find a job right now. And I think Jamal hit it on the head when he talked about the education piece, about taxes, inflation, debt, and big business. A lot of people don't understand, but if if you have a way to break free of all those roadblocks, which I say again, taxes, debt, big business, and inflation, you can actually be wealthy with your own money. And so, Jamal, you hit the nail on the head with that one. Having the education, I would say the education knowledge is the new currency, because it unlocks doors that no other can do. You can make a lot of money, but if you don't know how to keep it and you don't know how to make it the right way, you won't last. You won't last. So, Jamal, and Donte already know where I'm going. Jamal, you came on the scene and you have literally blown up. Congratulations again. You scored bronze medal. You medaled, got qualified, whatever. But you came out the blue and just blew it up with expanding and sharing this information from day one. And you told us at the Ivory Complex, just keep watching. I'm doing what I got to do, as far as getting my own financial makeover, but I'm sharing this information. So elaborate a little bit more on that journey and how things have been going with sharing this information, and what you're going to do to continue to grow and share this information with them.
I knew at the beginning it was a little rocky. I knew, like, just in general what the process is going to be for me, because I mean I I'm ahead of the game on a lot of things as far as knowledge. So I knew that, okay, at the beginning, hey, I'm gonna have to take my time. That it's gonna be times where people are gonna tell me no, people are gonna tell me yes. But always, and a wise man had told me before, never accept yes. I mean, never accept no from a person that could have told you yes. So in my mind, you telling me no, I'd be like, well, you could have told me yes. So I had like 7 or 8 different people within, I want to say, the time span of like within 3 weeks of me being in the business. And I'm just sitting there, I was like, okay, well, nobody's saying yes, nobody's doing this, nobody's doing that. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna continue exposing. Mr. Brian Bean had said before, no emotional attachment. So I'm gonna hold on to that. I'm not even worried about it. It's your money. You do what you want to do. And I just kept going on and on from there, because I was realizing that also I had to learn myself that managing money was important. If I have, let's say I make 10,000, no, let's say I have $200, but I blow it in a day. Just imagine if I had $10,000 and I blow that. I wasn't financially mature enough to manage what I have,
even though you have more.
even when it was small.
Mm-hmm.
So when I have more, I'm not gonna be able to manage it. So right now, I'm actually learning to manage it. Like, okay, well, I don't want to be broke today, so I may have $300. I'm gonna put such and such back for savings, but I'm gonna keep the rest up here and just wait out to the next paycheck, just until I'm eligible to do what I need to do. Now, me currently, Donte is a business major. I actually own a second business. I have a clothing line. So with that, I know at the beginning I had got cheated of profit, which I didn't know because I didn't actually pay attention, and I didn't have the knowledge at the moment. And that literally, having that second business and also being a part of MWR Financial really helped me a lot, because it taught me so much. Is like I was saying before, taxes, inflation, debt, and so on. Um, I felt like it was very, very important for me to expose this information to people that don't know nothing about when it comes to their money, where their money is going, how why is their money being taken away from them, why are they overpaying on taxes when they shouldn't at all. They should be getting every last bit. Though doing that, I knew that there was going to be a process. It was going to take time, and all I had to do was just sit back and keep doing what I need to do. And to this day, I still expose the information. I just sit back and do make sure my financial stuff is in place. So when it's time for me to come out come out the dark and be like, hey, look, I did such and such such. In due time, I will be
Ready.
So tell me this, Jamal. How young are you?
I'm 22. I
22
just
years
22.
old.
I just turned 22 a week and a half ago, on the 26th of
22
July.
years old. And Brian Bean was 22 years old when he made his first million. They're like, we need to hurry up and get that million. Hey, so you said
And
something that was really cool, man. And a lot of people, I would say it like this. You said, a lot of people say no, and you have no emotional attachment, which is great. You shouldn't have emotional attachment to a no, because a no is a mature answer. But I would say when you hear no, it doesn't mean no. No just means not right now.
mm-hmm.
A lot of people have to get to that point to where they can really understand their own financial situation. Maybe they got a lot of personal things going on to where mentally they just can't fathom something else. They see it as a bill, they see a membership as something that's taken away from them. But the funny thing is that we're not trying to get you into something. We as a team at the Extra Digit Movement and Making Wealth, we're trying to get you out of something that's out of debt. out of a financial crisis. We were trying to position you for wealth. It's funny because people can become wealthy with their own money, and you said it already. All you have to do is know how to basically get through the four roadblocks: taxes, debt, big business, and inflation. And inflation right now is at its all-time high. So that means the price of goods and services going up, where your paychecks stay the same. If you have a job and that's all you have, that's basically like your finances on life support. Because as soon as that job is gone, you have no way of income. You have no source of income. So it's important that you get this early. And I appreciate that we have a 22-year-old and a 20-year-old sharing this information early because their future is that much more brighter now. If I knew, what y'all know now, if I knew that years ago before I joined the military, I would be in a much better place financially right now. But hey, ever since I joined Making World Real Financial, hey, I can't stop smiling. The information, the community, the love, man, I just appreciate it. So, gentlemen, without further ado, whatever more you all have to say before we sign off, I would say go ahead and let's do that right now.
Ah, huh?
You go first, bro.
Okay, so for our young people in general, I would say when it comes to MWR, like when I first started, of course, Donte was like, "Hey man, this gonna be a life change for you." Honestly, within the time span of me actually joining, my life then completely changed around within literally a month of change. It's been little, but it's step by step with me, and I've been so grateful for that because I've been searching for my crowd for so long, and it's people out here that feel as though that, oh well, I don't have that certain crowd or nobody understands me. It's so many people out there. You have to sometimes make those impulsive decisions or those certain risks or just be actually looking or observing, paying attention and being aware of your surroundings. Sometimes you don't even have to speak. They say listen twice as much as you speak. You just be listening to somebody's conversation and it interests you and you just budge and be like, hey, what were you talking about? You know, for my young people, I would say MWR Financial is the best way to go. If you really are trying to expand and you're ready to do something with your life, we got so many people out here that don't even know what they want to do with their life or don't understand that when in this world they're actually alone, they're by themselves besides God, of course, but they're actually by themselves in this world and don't nobody care about us. So if you want to know something, you got to look up the stuff for yourself. There's no, oh, well, I'm going to ask mom and dad because mom and dad know certain things, but not everything. They have not, they expanded to a certain extent. So therefore, it takes you to be like, okay, well, I want to get 10 steps ahead. So I'm gonna have to research all these things that I want to know about. With that being said, that really will help you grow and that help you keep pushing. You find some type of motivation, you be your own support system and recognize that there's going to be times where you're not going to be able to hang out. You're not going to be able to do certain things. You're just going to have to put in the hard work and dedication and go from there.
Yep.
And that's pretty much the way how it has to be for you to get where you want to go. But that's
facts.
you if you want to take it.
That's facts. If I had to, I'm gonna add one thing. Everything you said is true. It's valid. It's been tried and tested. I would say, and I would add, you miss all the shots you don't take. If you don't take a shot, you don't have no chance of making the shot. So there's a lot of people that will see this that are on the fence. They're, I want to join, but this is good, but I need this. But if you don't know, you don't know if it's gonna work unless you try. But I'm telling you right now, it's gonna work. For whatever you need, it's gonna meet your your requirements. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna meet your standards. It's gonna exceed your standards, really, because we deal with high quality people. We're in a high quality system, and we have high quality results. So, you know, if you don't try it, you'll never know. I could tell you till I'm blue in the face that this business is the business of a lifetime. But until you take that step for yourself, you won't never know for real. So, with that being said, that's my final words. Jason, do you have anything to add?
No, I would just say go ahead and let us know where they can find y'all at.
Jamal, you add.
Where you can find me at, you can find me on Facebook, Jamal Lane. You can also find me on Snapchat, crazy_JAY55. You can find me on Instagram too, Crymello with a K, KRY. KRYMELO. Also, should I give the number or should I not?
Don't get the number though. Keep
Okay.
the number. Right, whole Hines will testing your phone.
All right. Hey, but I'm so gonna put them on.
For sure, as you should. Hey, but look, y'all can find me on Instagram at Young Tay. Tay has 2 A's. Snapchat is the same, Young Tay with 2 A's. You can find me on Facebook, Donte Oliphant, Oliphant as in OLIPHANT. And just send me a message, reach out to me, and we'll chop it up. And I'll put you on with the opportunity of your life. You know, let's get this bad together, man. We're a team. It's mutual. We all growing together. And I might as well stick up to the business now because after you see this, you'll be like, yeah, I need that. So come on, take that step. Take that step on yourself, man. You feel me? So that's all I got to say.
Don't miss out, guys. Literally, don't miss out on an opportunity that can change your life. But you also, within yourself, you have to know, what are you trying to do with your life? Are you trying to be stationary? And just be like, okay, well, I want to work a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life and that's it. Or you want to build a legacy and make history. You got to figure out on your own.
If you want to make history, take that step, man.
Yeah, what we doing right now, we impacted lives, changing a lot of things around for them, and they're seeing a lot of results, and it's crazy. Trust me, within, I want to say, 2 weeks, I seen results. My credit score went from a 4 to a 512, and I'm actually working on growing it now. Matter of fact, I'm supposed to be getting an instant pay raise soon too. And I want to say, just by joining, I already had got paid. It's crazy. It's a whole different story, but you have to find within yourself what you're trying to do. There's nothing wrong with taking steps. That's how you'll figure out whether it's for you or it's not for you. But either you're gonna step foot in that door, or you never step in at all.
Right.
Hey, so I appreciate the time that y'all had with me, man. It's been another great time just sharing it and chopping up this information. So, hey, without further ado, hey, y'all have a great day. I appreciate y'all, and I look forward to growing with both of you, man. All right, peace.